Budget 2024 has been described as a budget of deceit. Opposition leader Aubrey Norton said that the deception lies in the appearance and presentation.
When you get to the bottom of it, what you recognize is that they're using percentage to create the impression that something glorious is happening, when in fact, when you go to the reality below the percentages, then you recognize that not much is happening. We said it is a budget of deceit because they put it over as if this budget is a budget for the people. But when you go to the actual budget, you recognize that less than 3% of this budget is actually going to the people in terms of benefits.
He said that a lot of the budget is actually going to the friends, family, and favorites of the PPP government.
Again, but what you have is a budget that is skewed in the direction of the elite in the country. And when it comes to the people of Guyana, they are actually getting little or nothing.
Norton said that the budget talks about roads and streets that are going to be built or repaired.
But when you look at it, while the community, some communities will benefit, again, it is heavily tilted in the direction of public works, roads and bridges. And a lot of that money will be going to what we call the PPP crony capitalists, these newly emerged so-called contractors, etc., who are benefiting significantly while the people suffer.
He said that Guyana has been dubbed as one of the fastest growing economies in the world. At the same time, 41% of the people are living in poverty. Nearly 25% of the population live in abject poverty.
Measures in the budget would seek to address poverty. There are some transfer here and transfer there, but when it comes to dealing with the question of poverty, the budget is very silent. And it's for those reasons I have described it as a budget of deceit, because if you just listen to the ministers, you just listen to Ashni Singh and company, you will run away the impression that it's a budget for the people. But when you get below that, you recognize that this is not a budget that is serving the people of Guyana.
Guyana's economy seems to be totally reliant on oil. But according to Norton, oil is volatile. A collapse in the oil industry would create hardships. The non-oil sector that was once the backbone of the economy is failing.
In large measure, what the government is doing is hurtling us towards Dutch disease by not focusing in the way they should on the other sectors.
A country is seen to be developed when its human resources develop.
Enough resources are not being placed into human resource development. One of the facts of our situation is that we lack the institutional capacity to implement a lot of the projects that they have identified.